The View welcomed an unexpected guest on Election Day this week. While the conversation was cordial, Joy Behar made a strong accusation after the show. Keep reading to find out what she really thought of the surprising guest. The View welcomes unexpected guest. The View has been accused of only welcoming guests with Democratic-leaning political beliefs. The talk show vowed to change that during season 29. They got off to a great start by welcoming a strong Republican to the show on Tuesday, November 4th, which happened to be Election Day in some areas of the country. The View co-hosts, Marjorie Taylor Greene has represented Georgia's 14th district in the House of Representatives since 2021. Her district includes Dalton, Georgia, and other small cities. She has been one of President Trump's biggest supporters until recently. In a surprising movie, MTG has broken with the Republican Party about shutting down the government, healthcare, and other topics. She's appeared on several unexpected TV shows recently, including Bill Maher's HBO show, before appearing on The View. While the ABC talk show prides itself on presenting differing political views, a majority of the co-hosts are Democrats or left-leaning. Viewers were expecting explosive fights to break out. But Marjorie Taylor Greene quickly shut that down by suggesting they all act like mature women, which they did. Viewers shocked. They agree with her. Marjorie Taylor Greene has been one of the most controversial political figures in the last few years. She came under fire for repeating some of the internet's wildest conspiracy theories. But in recent weeks, she's become the voice of reason for the Republican Party, to Whoopi Goldberg's shock. Many viewers felt the same disbelief over agreeing with the Congresswoman. They took to social media to share their reactions. "I am gobsmacked at how evolved and mature MTG is behaving. I've only seen the past 5 minutes of her talking about being civil, and I do not recognize this woman. My brain is having a hard time computing what I'm watching. Even if it's a show, I hope it's what she really thinks. Hey, even a broken clock is right twice a day. I just figured it out. MTG is auditioning for Alyssa's chair on The View when she goes on maternity leave." Joy Behar makes strong accusation against Marjorie Taylor Greene. Joy Behar was as polite as possible to Marjorie Taylor Greene on Tuesday's broadcast, but she shared her true feelings later on the show's Behind the Table podcast. The longtime co-host of the talk show first offered rare praise for MTG. "First of all, I liked the girl today. She did her job and she didn't annoy me at all," Joy Behar said. But she still thinks there was more to the representative's reason for appearing on the show. "I think that she sees the writing on the wall," Joy said. The View host added, "She is smart enough to see that is what's going on, so she's hedging her bets now to keep her job." Watch Joy Behar's full recap of the show's shocking guest and let us know in the comments if you agree with her. In the high-octane, often predictable arena of daytime talk, The View delivered a moment of genuine, network-shaking surprise on Election Day. The show, frequently criticized for hosting a panel and guest list that leans predominantly left, made good on its season 29 promise to feature more diverse political voices by welcoming one of the most controversial and staunchly Republican figures in modern politics, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. What unfolded was not the explosive, cross-talking fireworks many viewers had tuned in for, but a surprisingly cordial discussion that left the audience, and even the co-hosts, in a state of collective whiplash. However, the on-air detente was short-lived, as co-host Joy Behar later leveled a sharp and calculated accusation against the Georgia representative, revealing the deep-seated skepticism simmering beneath the surface of the day's civil discourse. The episode, which aired on Tuesday, November 4th, was strategically timed for a day when several parts of the country were heading to the polls, underscoring the show's intent to engage with the political process directly. For years, The View has faced accusations of being an echo chamber for Democratic-leaning viewpoints, a critique the producers vowed to address head-on this season. They could not have chosen a more formidable figure to make that point than Marjorie Taylor Greene. The representative for Georgia's 14th congressional district has been a lightning rod for controversy since her election in 2021, known as one of former President Donald Trump's most fervent supporters, and for her past association with a host of internet conspiracy theories. Yet, the woman who walked onto the View stage was seemingly a different version of the politician the public has come to know. Recent weeks have seen MTG, in a surprising political maneuver, break with the hardline faction of her own party on key issues like government shutdowns and healthcare. This appearance, following a similarly unexpected sit-down with Behar on HBO, seemed to be part of a broader, visible campaign to recalibrate her national image. The stage was set for a classic View confrontation, with a majority of the table, including Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin, holding Democrat or left-leaning views. Viewers braced for a heated battle. But in a move that stunned the studio, it was Green herself who effectively disarmed the situation from the outset. Rather than engaging in partisan combat, she suggested that the women simply have a conversation like mature women. This simple plea cast a spell over the hour, leading to a discussion that, while still highlighting fundamental political disagreements, was notably devoid of the shouting matches and personal attacks that often define such cross-aisle encounters. The audience reaction was one of pure disbelief. Social media platforms immediately lit up with viewers grappling with what they had just witnessed. One user wrote, "I am gobsmacked at how evolved and mature MTG is behaving. My brain is having a hard time computing what I'm watching." Another quipped with the old adage, "Hey, even a broken clock is right twice a day," acknowledging the unexpected moment of agreement. A more cynical viewer speculated, "I just figured it out, MTG is auditioning for Alyssa's chair on The View when she goes on maternity leave," highlighting the sheer surrealism of the cordial exchange. On air, the co-host played along with the newfound civility. Joy Behar, in particular, was polite and measured in her questions, maintaining a professional decorum throughout the broadcast. However, the true verdict from the show's longest-serving co-host came not on the television screen, but in the unfiltered confines of the show's official podcast, Behind the Table. It was there that Behar pulled back the curtain on her true thoughts, delivering a stinging accusation that laid bare the strategic underpinnings she believes motivated Green's charm offensive. She began with a rare, albeit backhanded compliment, stating, "First of all, I liked the girl today. She did her job and she didn't annoy me at all." The praise, however, was merely a setup for her core argument. Behar then asserted that Green's sudden shift toward reason and civility was not a genuine evolution, but a calculated political survival tactic. "I think that she sees the writing on the wall," Behar declared, her tone shifting from casual to pointed. She elaborated, suggesting that Green is intelligent enough to recognize the changing tides within the Republican Party and the nation at large. In Behar's view, the representative's appearance on shows like The View and her recent breaks with party extremists are a direct effort to hedge her bets now to keep her job. This accusation cuts to the heart of the political spectacle. Was the audience witnessing a true moment of political maturation and a commitment to bipartisan dialogue? Or were they observing a savvy politician expertly rebranding herself in real time, sanding down her most controversial edges to secure her future in a political landscape that may be leaving her brand of firebrand politics behind? Joy Behar firmly believes it is the latter, framing the entire event not as a ceasefire, but as a strategic retreat. The episode leaves viewers with a lingering and complex question. In an era of performative politics, can a moment of civility ever be taken at face value? Marjorie Taylor Greene's The View appearance succeeded in generating headlines for its unexpected piece. But Joy Behar's subsequent takedown ensures that the conversation surrounding the Congresswoman's motives is far from over. The truce on the table was temporary. The war of interpretation has just begun.